had your coffee? Good to go. Take one.
Hold on.
Why? It's going all over my face.
Sorry about that.
Good Lord.
Safety first.
Yes, but
on the steering wheel, people.
Conserve the resources.
Oh yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome to another How
We.
How
You we? Boy, people don't need to know about that. It's disgusting. It's weather pee-pee.
Stop. Hey, Skylar asks how we got Maggie.
Oh yeah, how did we get Maggie?
Well, here's the thing. That's why you're in it.
Oh yeah.
Really, it was me that did it all, but you were there when we went to get her.
I mean, that's hardly the truth.
Wow.
We looked at so many dogs.
Yeah, we
went
did.
to all
But we didn't live together at the time, and
no, we did not.
we were definitely boyfriend and girlfriend, but we
100%.
we didn't live together, and it was me that really wanted a dog, and I felt like it was such a big part of, it was a milestone of moving to LA and then being able to look after something else that wasn't just me after being a bit of a train wreck when I first got here. Yeah, and you.
You were in a train wreck.
Little bit. Not in a crazy bad way, but just in like a little bit all over the place, was sleeping on a sofa of a person that I didn't know kind of a way, you know?
Yeah, you found him on Craigslist.
Anywho, I'd moved into my own apartment, really wanted a dog on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Chloe had Arthur at that point.
Did she have Arthur?
Yeah, it was just Wally that she didn't.
Right.
And the lot where we shot, call it, you know, like the studio lot, allowed dogs, which a lot of them don't. So that was a lot of lots don't allow dogs. So here were some issues. Definitely wanted to rescue. Zachary but Abel, even though we weren't living together, we were having sleepovers.
Well, we were just spending a lot of time together too.
Spend all our time together. And oh no, I just found a hole in my sock.
Well, you should show people what you're wearing.
Yeah, how 90s-esque is my outfit?
I
BTW.
wonder how that hole got there.
BTW.
I wonder how that hole got there.
Yeah, any clothes that Zach doesn't like, he hides them or just vandalizes them. Anyway, luckily it's on the bottom, so nobody would know.
It's so not true.
Well, that's when we were moving in together, wasn't it? We unpacked your place and I found so many of my clothes wrapped up in his clothes, hidden in plain sight. Anyway, the story for another time. So yes, I wanted to adopt, wanted to be able to fly because we would travel quite a lot, so I really wanted to be able to... Well,
you had like the first 2-3 years, a ton of conventions. So to be able to fly on domestic, it's better for the pet to be under £20, I want to say, or £15. And I knew, like, obviously I didn't want it to be uncomfortable under the, because you have to put it under the seat in front of you in its own little carrier. Maggie's carrier is just like royal carrier. Anyway, and Zach is allergic to everything. Boy, we should do the first time that you came and met my family, because that would make a great story time. Yeah, it was like Will Smith and Hitch.
It really was when everything swelled. No, it was his lips that swelled up, wasn't it?
And his eyes.
And his eyes,
face,
everything. Yeah, it was like that.
Are you allergic to shellfish? No, why?
Yeah.
That was me.
Zach is allergic to every animal ever, dust, everything, hay, everything. So,
Have you ever had one of those things where they put all the pins in you to see like what you're allergic to?
No.
It was basically like the Henstridge farm. It's like, oh. Yeah.
What a shame.
It was a lot of stuff.
You made it.
It was a lot of stuff at
Hey! You little...
I put her heated seat on, even though
And it's
really
so hot.
out.
We're so crazy. Yeah, so it had to be hypoallergenic. So off
we go on all the pounds around LA. Oh, it is
Boy,
so...
you just want to rescue all
Oh
of
my
them.
gosh, you want to rescue all of them. It's so sad. Luckily, a lot of them get rescued. A lot of people in LA do adopt dogs, which is amazing. And they're really well taken cared for. Really well taken cared for.
I don't know if they are or not, to be honest.
It seemed like we went when we. It seems like they were when we went. Gosh, I cannot speak. So then we eventually, and everybody says they're going to choose you. They're going to choose you. You're going to know the right one. You're going to know. You're going to know. And I mean, I would just cry at every single one we go to. And you can donate, which is amazing. You can always go and donate money if you don't adopt. So that's really good, and I would definitely suggest doing that. And then I found a lady down in Long Beach that goes to kill shelters and rescues them. So any dogs that are going to be set to be put to sleep the next day,
like schnauzers
and specifically schnauzers, but she loved schnauzers, and I'll put the link there because she's so amazing, and she has like 30 of these dogs in her house, and then each weekend she goes to, or at least then she went to like a PetSmart store or something, and she would set up outside, and that's where you could go and meet these dogs. But she loves schnauzers, so she had a thing of like, she just really wanted to rescue schnauzers in particular, but she also has so many different types of dogs, and I don't really think that Maggie is a schnauzer, but we just don't know.
But she was cut like schnauzer when we saw her picture, and I grew up with schnauzers, so I think I was a little.
And they're hypoallergenic; they don't shed, so that was really good for Zach. So we go down to Long Beach to the link. I'll put the link here. This lady.
Was it in Redondo? Was it Long Beach?
Oh,
I think it was Redondo Beach.
maybe it was Redondo.
I think it was Redondo.
One of those beaches far away.
Sorry, I cut you off. Go on.
No. So we go down there, and I should try and see if there's a little picture of Maggie too, what she looked like when we first got her. But we go down there, and they're all in these little pens. And there was a couple that I really wanted to see because she has pictures up on her website of. And the thing is, you don't want to be too. You go to look at these places, and you just want to
You did it to
all
me.
of them.
You put my seat on. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Are you so hot now? I mean, I'm sweating.
Well, I thought I was peeing myself.
Oh. Well, well done for just not mentioning it.
I really have
the
to.
show
Pee.
must
I have to
go
really
on.
pee right now too. So I've been drinking so much stinking coffee today.
What are you like?
Had that healing yesterday, and I feel so jazzed.
Yeah, jazz.
So we go down there. We see the pins outside.
So we go
like,
down
open
there,
air.
and you want all of them, obviously, but you do have to make sure that if you rescue a dog, that it is going to be well suited to you, because the worst thing is if you're not going to be able to cope with the size of the animal, or if you're allergic to them, it's just not going to be a good home for them, and you will end up potentially having to give them back, which is just you don't
Awful.
want to do. So really stick to what would suit you, because that in the end is going to serve the pet the best. So we met a couple of them. One of them was Maggie, and she just ran all over us, didn't she? She really warmed up to us. We were able to go in this back room and meet her, and she really did choose us. She would come over and lick us and just snuggle up, and the lady actually said, honestly, I do have to warn you about this dog. She's very loud. She barks a lot. She's kind of semi-aggressive. Maggie is just the sweetest, softest.
Although she does have a feisty side to her.
She has a feisty side, but it's only if a big dog goes by and she doesn't do anything. She just barks.
Yeah.
I mean, she just never really barks. So I think when she does bark at a big dog, we're taken back by it.
Yeah, or her reflection. She barks at her reflection.
She doesn't like reflection.
At night, like you can see yourself in the window. She sees herself and starts barking.
Scares the bejesus out of us.
I know, we always think it's a ghost.
It's just a reflection.
Yeah.
So she kind of warned us about her,
but we just loved her so much, and she just didn't seem to be like that at all. And then, you know, you have to sign a lot of things. You have to be pre-approved to be able to adopt, so you have to take pictures of where you are and what your work schedule is like. And I think I had to show her a letter to say that I would be able to take her to work. She's very secure about, very detailed, fastidious about who she allows to adopt these animals, which is brilliant. And then you pay a donation to the fostering place, and then we went and bought a ton of stuff, and Zach carried Maggie to the car like a baby. She was just back like that, and that's when right from the start she just seemed like she trusted us. And she was in a poor way, like she was homeless. They brought her in from the street. She got kennel cough at the kennel. Her teeth were terrible. Her hair was falling out. She had all this skin stuff and just really scratchy skin and like bits of skin everywhere. We had to really bathe her back to life. But she's just obviously been the best, most wonderful dog. And I think the thing when you get a rescue is that you just feel like they know that they've been rescued.
It was the fall of 13, so it was your first season. It was like after you got picked up. And I think it was right when the show was premiering that all this happened. And if you look up on like Elizabeth Henstridge Daily Mail,
yes,
we would go that first year. We would go to like
that was before the show was started airing.
Yeah, and we'd go to Sweet Lady Jane all the time. This amazing cake place, and
we used to live right by it. They did the best cakes in West Hollywood. Zach got me into that. That's what.
Although Magnolia is pretty delicious too.
Yeah, that's true. They're both good. But Sweet Lady Jane is where that was the day that we got her, and it's my first paparazzi shot.
And we're like eating cake.
Yeah, just stuffing my face with cake and sweatpants covered in dog hair. And I don't really feel like I've been papped since. They took them and they were like, I don't know if we need to know more from this girl. She's not really doing it. But it was a nice way to commemorate our first day with Maggie. We were driving back and we were so hungry because it took so much longer, I think, than we thought, because we didn't know that we would necessarily, like we'd seen so many, we'd gone to so many pounds, and we didn't realise it was like 4 o'clock and we hadn't eaten lunch. So the only thing to do was to go and have
we
cake.
just wanted cake. We just wanted to go get cake.
I was so hungry. I just really remember that.
We used to always get, what was it, like red velvet, and there was like a chocolate one that we would get, and then they had these like little macaroons.
Yeah, and the carrot cake that had the thing in the middle of it.
That was delicious
my god, maybe we need some cake. Yeah. Maybe we should do an Easy Bakes cakes.
Easy Bake Cake. An Easy Bake Cake, that's a thing, you know.
Is
Easy Bake Cake. It's like there's a, we can look it up. It was, I don't know if I've ever done it, but I know it's a thing.
You just add milk.
I think it was like for kids. It was like for kids. It was like a little oven or something. I think. We'll have to look it up. An easy.
Let us know in the comments. That is the story of how we found Maggie. Quite a few people have asked.
How Maggie found us.
How Maggie found us. Adopt, don't shop. Rescuing an animal is just the absolute best, and they rescue you at the same time. And that was what?
7 years ago.
Yeah,
my gosh, that's so crazy.
Oh, Maggie. We love her so much. I'll put the link down here of the lady that I got her from, but you know, if you just Google rescue dogs in whatever city that you're in, there'll be so many places. And if you're not in the position to adopt, or if you just don't find the one that would suit you and that you would suit them, then there's usually always a place that you can donate, and it's the right thing to do to support these places, especially now when I would assume that probably quite a lot of dogs are being admitted into there because people maybe aren't in a position to be able to look after them anymore with everything happening. So that is the story of how we found Maggie, how Maggie found us.
Oh, well, should we do a little of how Maggie got her name?
Oh! So how Maggie got her name was, I have two sisters, and my eldest sister had just had her second child, and I was one of that child's names, like the third name in a list of 5, you know. Anyway, so I felt bad for my other sister who hadn't had a child named after her yet, so I decided that I was going to call my new child after my middle sister, who is called Helen Margaret. Margaret's the middle name. We'll call her Helen. So I called Maggie. Maggie's real name is Helen Margaret. So we got Maggie home, and you know, Zach was over and he was peeing. And
no, I was just constantly, anytime I'd go to the bathroom to pee, Maggie would go in between my legs and look up at me. So I was peeing over her head. I'd be like, Helen, no, Helen, Helen. And it's just so weird. It's like your sister's name that I kept telling her to leave
the bathroom to start looking at your pee-pee.
Yeah, my penis.
So then you came out and you said, I can't do this anymore. She can't be called Helen, because the name I adopted her with was Lola or something. Leia.
I forget what it was.
It wasn't her name.
It wasn't it.
So,
Maggie,
so then
she's
I
such
said,
a
well,
Maggie.
the middle name is Margaret, so we could do Margaret and then Maggie, turn into Maggie. So really Maggie's full name is Helen Margaret. So there you go.
Maggie Smith, Henstridge. I threw the Maggie Smith in there because she's such a good actress, I think.
Yeah, there's always Maggie.
Yeah. What are the other Maggies? Maggie, is there a Maggie O? Who's that actress, Maggie?
Q.
Maggie Q. Maggie Q.
Anyway. Hey. Oh, hey. Boy, got some great artwork from Celia, who is amazing at art. I wonder how I could incorporate them in here. Maybe I'll put it on the end of it.
Yeah. Swipe up.
Swipe up. Hey,
Smash
do you know
the like
what?
button.
You've had your hands on the wheel this whole time.
I have. This one's not on there, but this one is.
Hands on the wheel. Oh my good lord.
You grabbed the wheel, didn't you?
I didn't grab the wheel. All right. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the questions. Catch you on the flip side.